Kosmender, and this is my first successful run through the new Fatal Falls DLC in Dead Cells. Spoiler alert, the DLC is awesome. Thank you to Evil Empire for the key. Enjoy. I'm fine wearing the cloak on this run, I just don't know. Yeah, those seem like good mechanics. Lore reasons for the Jinko cult behind the local Dairy Queen. Okay, sweet. So if we don't... I'll wear this for now, but then we can switch out. Alright, now let's think about loadouts for that fight. Range seems good. Poison seems good. I'm gonna get hit too much for Owl to be viable. Alright, the science part of the day. Manginoria, I don't really find... That's not really my thing. I like to be playing and then like conveying knowledge when I can to people, and just generally having a good time with it. We're happy to break down mechanics and stuff, but I don't find any value in ranking stuff overtly like that. We're omnidextrous and we'll end up beating it with everything anyway, so... The way I'll demonstrate the value of the gear is simply to use the gear, discuss the gear. That said, there's other people who love doing that stuff, and if that's your jam, that's awesome. Thank you, Luke. Yeah, I like that. I like that fight, and now I have my head in that fight, even though we're back here again. Yeah, we're gonna push it for just a strong brute build. Good to see you, Luke. I will see you around. Yeah. Yeah, that's good timing. Yeah, tentacles. Tentacles are a mixed bag. Alright, let's party. We gotta go hard. This time, I'm not gonna be happy if that Scarecrow doesn't die. And the way to do that is to get there with way more HP. So we're going... Shit. I will Foxy, but not this run. This run, I'm hankering to get back to the Scarecrow. We'll unlock that. We'll see if we can get some more blueprints. I would like to limit the time that we spend on 4BC on this 24-hour. Altos wants some old-timey stream. What's up? Yeah, lightning rods and something else. Cocoon, a circular thing. I'll turn this bad boy off for now. What was I looking at? Old-timey stream. That's what it is. All right. If you don't like this, fear not. It'll only be this way for a few minutes. If you do like this, then cool beans. Oh, snap. 1 second. There we are. Oh, no! And now it's an old-time stream, see? Only my moon is hued. Oh, and the overlay part. And the chat. And my bit cup. And everything else. What's up, Salopi? How's it going? Alright. We want heavy brute gear. Let's go. I'm glad, Altos. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's all Dead Cells. I play all sorts of games, Loki. Lots of Darkest Dungeon. Lately, a lot of Satisfactory. Lots of Medievalian. Lots of Dead Cells, lots of Gungeon. What's up, Anodyne? It's true. As are our upgrades. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon has a, well, 3D look, dare I say. Almost film grainy. Alright, 7 more kills for the kill streak. Let's get that done. Y'all want to take an off-color barnacle all the way? I don't know Little Nightmares. That rings a bell. I've definitely never played a Little Nightmares. I want to say someone else has asked about it in chat. I'm not sure. It's hard for games that have pretty simple, straightforward titles. Like, it's one thing if it's like, you know, Blastanian or something like odd. Welcome back, Luke. If it's something like Quest Force or something, I tend to forget them. All right. I'll definitely check it out. Ethan, hello. How you doing? You've caught us in an old-timey portion of our 24-hour stream. We've got just under 17 hours left. We just saw our DLC boss for the first time. Put up a decent fight, but we were not doing a lot of damage. And he has some strange mechanics going on that I've got to learn, hopefully on an attempt when we get there with a little more Estus in the flask. Shahar, the new boss, was the Scarecrow, who we found watering flowers using bouncy mushrooms as part of the fight mechanic. Explosive mushrooms that gave birth to jerk shrooms. It's a redeemable Keaton for old-timey stream. We'll leave it on for a few minutes and switch it back. But yeah, now we've been to Fractured Shrines and Undying Shores, the 2 new areas. Both of those were awesome. What's up, addicts? It's just a channel redeemable old-timey stream. It'll go away in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I want to kill that boss. What's up, Ogronios? Why not 24-hour stream would be my question. We'd like to do them like quarterly or so that every, 3 months or so we're doing one, and then it's a good way to be live at times that I'm not normally live. It's a good way to meet people I haven't met before. And, quite frankly, during a DLC like this, it's a good way to be inevitable. It's not bad to be playing 5BC for 5 hours or for 24 hours right now, when a lot of people are coming on and going, "What's this game?" In short, the iron is hot. Okie dokie. We gotta kill. Oh! Oh god. Another brother's gonna get me. That's it. I don't like dying. It's just a little fun fact. We already have 2 extra jumps. This amulet's amazing. Also, I love that there are homunculus rune enemies now who are trying to disrespect me with that. Because I love it. And I've disrespected many of them. Alright. You know what? Let's go Toxic and then Ramparts for funsies. When we leave Prisoner's Quarters, we will switch back away from the old-timey stream. Yeah, you know, I actually has not much of a... I don't have much investment in the Dead Cell story, but walking through those rooms with little Bacta tanks where they're clearly doing more melee stuff, I feel a little... Now, I'm not holding my breath, but I still feel that... Let's go to the sewers. It's like Star Wars. The prequels killed me, but now, you know, they're like... Did you know they're doing like a young Vader, but not the prequels show? And I'm like, really now? What's that? And I'm like, don't get your hopes up, Kosmender. Alright, back to the modern age. A simpler time. When people can turn on magic with the snap of a finger. When grain can be brought in and out of existence. Film or otherwise. And where color is, once again, part of our lives. I don't eat during the 24 hours, Sugronios. I'm a shy eater, so I wouldn't do it on stream, and I don't... It makes it harder to... I can keep a consistent level of stamina if I'm just streaming, which I'm accustomed to, and, like, occasionally caffeinating, but staying hydrated and stuff.
Order pizza?
But the food, I think, would kick off metabolic things that made me all tired. I also usually only eat in the evening, so it's just like skipping the dinner. Like during streaming stuff, I make sure I stretch for sure. I'm a big hydrator, and then I mean, like outside of stream stuff, I exercise and do yoga shit, but nothing super heavy. Hey, sweetie. And I need to get back in. I've had a good rhythm going. I always have like a good rhythm for smoothies, and then I fall out of it. Hey, Petra. Alright, we're going Killer Instinct. We're back in the sewers. We're gonna go... Yeah, we can go We can go ramparts from... Corrupted Prison. Yes. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Boom, let's go. Petrick does... Both the cats get super interested if I'm trying to exercise. I assure you, Agronios, on the list of things I've done in my life, 24-hour streams are neither the most dangerous nor the thing that will kill me. And it's really not. I assure you, working at Olive Garden in 2003 was way worse for my health than these 24-hour streams. Yeah, I promise I'll be okay. Again, if you wonder, like... Oh god. I will say any amount of that garlic bread is too much garlic bread because they would let the waiters have it. And so even though you're not supposed to eat it while you're on shift, people would grab those little breadsticks. And you're never full. It's just so salty that you're like, delicious. And then you want to pick another one up. And when I first started there, I was like, I'm never going to be that guy that's just picking them up. I would always wash my hands, so I'm not being gross mid-shift, but you're never full. And I did become that guy, and I did want more of them. Boop! Alright, we need an elite soon, otherwise... Oh dear. Well, that's one. Oh, that was an unfortunate timing. We know she doesn't have any laser ability, because she got promoted to elite after already being spawned in. Holy smokes. Ogronios, this is an outfit. Nice, dear God. I mean, no shame in that. People ask for... Of all the places where I worked where you had to ask someone if they wanted, you know, like pepper on their salad or something, Olive Garden was the one most likely for people to be like, hey, just hand me the thing. Because it's going to be an embarrassing amount of me just saying, no, keep going, keep going, keep going. So I could grind that cheese. It was almost like a contest of wills, because they'd be like, dude, just hand it to me. And I'm like, I can't do that, but I'll put as much on here as you want. And they're like, no, you won't. And I'm like, dude, try me. So yes, some people did end up with like literally 2 inches of complimentary cheese grated on top of their meal. Glorious lie about what's in the box. This one's a quick one. I just have to refer you to Justin Timberlake, Homer Jacone, and the Andy Samberg. The rest of the fellas in Lonely Island. They know better than I do what's in the box, but I'm not allowed to reveal it to you. Although that's not even a glorious lie. Impaler? Yeah, Impaler is one of my old loves, Foxy. Now, against that particular boss? Nah. I'm always talking up how the non-crit damage of an Impaler is fine, but for a new boss, when I'm low scroll count, when they have what seems to be a pretty impressive HP pool, nah. This is the cultist outfit that's found on a body in the new DLC area. Fractured Shrines. Yes. Pick it up from a body. It acts as our key to open Undying Shores, which is the second New World area. Exactly. A true showdown. 2 guys getting wrinkles near their eyes. Just, want some cheese, huh? Oh, yeah. I've been grating cheese around these parts for several seasons. Oh dear. Okay, so I botched the kill streak, that's fine. I'm not super worried about these early areas. Basically, what I really want to get into is, I want to get in the Undying Shores full health flask, so that we can fight the Scarecrow with at least 3 charges in there. I think we can do it. Alright, we got an old man redemption. Martha, I was put today for my weekly visit to Dairy Queen, not because I like ice cream, but because I marvel every time the employees turn the ice cream upside down and defy gravity. But today there were these strange people out back in the parking lot. They were all dressed in Jinko onesies. Don't they know Jinko hasn't been relevant since the 90s? Why, you ask? Lore reasons. Fun fact about Dairy Queen, blizzards are actually only pulled by gravity at 7.8 meters per second squared. That's why they don't fall out of the bag. Out of the cup. I'm not going to use that javelin. I'm just going to put it in my pocket. Also, we got to get this barnacle. I love barnacle, but this isn't a brute barnacle. This isn't an ice armor situation where it's like, you know, it's actually quite useful. No, it's not. Aha! There we are. What's up, Scrat? Quite well. We just encountered our new boss for the first time. Put up a good fight, but they won. Hoping to head back with more health flask and fewer crashes, I would say.
Oh, hello.
Hyper, thank you for gifting a sub to Scrat. That is a very impressive number of gifted subs in the channel for Hyper. 27. Sorry, I was stalling. Can't see. Oh dear, that's the last thing we want. I normally am not a fan of just sitting on the chain like this. That cage, though, basically meant... They almost killed me there. Thank you, Hyper. Welcome aboard, Scrap. sub email went out this morning. Another one will go out in just sometime, very close to a week from now. Thank you. And yeah, we've done like a miniature rabbit hole of Hyper's trip to Dairy Queen. You're in DQ country now. And by that I mean twitch.tv/kosmender. Amitzi would go nuts if it was like be a cowboy for an hour. But the problem is, at some point a real cowboy would show up and I'd be like, oh, sorry. I'm a dick. Change it, not like its designation or its scaling color, but just like change its visual color. That, I'm really bad at noticing stuff like that. I'm not sure. Oh shit, look at that going. Well, we know she doesn't have a laser ability. I was really afraid I was going to walk through her. So if we'd walked back through her body and been on the other side of her strikes... I'm vamping a little bit for kill streak now, because we're so close. Got him. What's up, Swim? Correct. They'd originally hoped that Fatal Falls and the new Malaise of 2.1 would hit consoles at the same time, but they're hoping now that the 2.1 new Malaise patch will hit consoles sometime in February. After a bottle of Bordeaux and some foot rubs, Barles, would be my guess. Assuming bath salts is, like, down to clown after all that. You got it, Swim. Like the blood splatter? Yeah, there's a lot of blood splatter if we leave gore turned on, which I totally do. I like gore. But... it's most notable in places with, like, lighter colored backgrounds, so the castle is crazy! Because often, especially if we don't visit the castle that often, now that they've let us bypass it, you just go straight to the hand. It's hilarious how bloody those walls get, where everyone's just like, holy shit, is there always this much viscera on the wall? And the answer is yeah, we just usually can't see it that well. I think I dig the new traps. Obviously that Undying Shores stuff, they're gonna need to make sure those new zombies don't, like, you know, keep crashing the game. And then more importantly, there was a lot of hitching, even on PC for me. And Dead Cells just doesn't have performance issues with the setup that I'm currently using, so it does feel like this patch just has enough things at play that it seems like kind of demanding on the system. Which I just say to mean... I think they're gonna have to optimize that stuff. Alright. Corrupted Prism. Yeah. Nothing like a little viscera with your morning tea. You should only be concerned, Scrat, once they start talking about bat peppers. Those dudes will just drop 2 or 3 habaneros, light a few candles, and that bath. Ooh. That's how you find out how many current orifices the human body has, is just some ghost pepper bathing. Sorry, Gertie. It's like doing one of those pressure tests, where you're like seeing if something can hold pressure in the laboratory. Alright. Sorry, Scrat. Too far! One of my favorite part... Isn't 2 old turds soaking in some Epsom salt? Isn't that like Grumpy Old Men 3, the sequel that has like Seth Rogen and Bob Balaban? It's starting and we're only like 7.5 hours in. It's gonna get weird. It's alright. The dead cells is to get you in the door. My plan is to brainwash you at my 3 a.m. You know, if I had $1 for every time I heard someone tell me that, Hyper. Yeah, if it's brown soup. Alright. Let me not die to this curse real quick, if I can do that. I do love corrupted prison music in a big way. Shoot me. Oh, come on, Stanley. You gotta eat it. Oh yeah, one of my favorite Michael Scott jokes from the US version of The Office, which has so tragically been taken off of Netflix for the moment. Because everybody wants a Peacock subscription, is Michael Scott's trying to learn how to, like, poke fun at himself so that others don't come at him. You know, just the idea of, like, have a sense of humor about yourself. People are more likely to be nice and stuff. But he like starts telling an embarrassing story about himself, then keeps going, he has everybody on board, and then he like devolves into this really depressing story. It's just like kind of sad. And then he himself just yells, "Too far!" and like walks into his office. That's one of my favorite. The idea of invoking too far on yourself. Too far. Yep. The roast episode, and that was, by that point, the show had gotten really scripty. Where it's like, this is a scripted joke. You'll either enjoy it or not, and it's less than like an organic thing with these real humans. However, at this point, there's no turning back with me in the office, so... The other gem for me from the roast is Michael Scott talking about he's getting perspectives that, you know what keeps me grounded? It's like taking a walk in his moppy place in the park, but he's like, I like picture this spaceman far away. When he looks down on Earth, we're just a blue speck. And all of our worries and cares are just nothing to him because he's so far away in space. But he cares about how I'm feeling. He's got a very powerful telescope. And he's watching me right now. And it's an example of, like, it's actually a... I would consider it a poorly constructed joke if I were being a dick, like, academically about joke telling. Just because the only way the joke is funny is because it's misdirection, but the misdirection makes no sense for the character in the story. It's just... the script makes it funny. Same as Dwight Schrute saying, like, you know, you can sow your wild oats, and then he like goes into explain in excruciating detail that there are really wild oats involved. Anyway. However, it still makes me laugh. Jokes don't have to be good to be funny. Just like people don't have to be good looking to be good at chess. Shit's just different. Alright. Yeah, well, I think at some point it's just impossible to even think of them as the same show. Especially given that, like, canonically, both shows exist in the same universe. Like, David Brent shows up twice. Once for a video interview and once in the hallway of Dunder Mifflin. So I'm like, wait, are you and Michael Scott going to talk about the time you literally had the same day at work? Like, a few months ago? Because the pilot is, you know, not word for word, but it's... I feel like in the end, I might even prefer Martin Freeman's Tim to Krasinski's Jim, but like I said, there's no turning back. It's like a relative at this point. The US office will forever haunt me and inspire me and be my point of reference for things when people don't get my Seinfeld jokes. That sounded like I was trying to be too cool for school, but basically I'm just making a bunch of 90s references and then people are like, bro, I'm 15, bro. I'm like, oh shit. They didn't know what they were doing with Schrute, too, because they wanted to make him Gareth, and they wanted to make him really unappealing, but at some point they needed a strong male character to be, like, competent at shit. And Jim was competent at shit, but he couldn't be the only one. And most of his time was spent for romance and all that stuff. But by the end, they made Dwight just a Superman. You know, he's He's an expert farmer. His farm's no longer a joke. He's actually brave and tough. Like, you probably wouldn't want to mess with him. He is actually super attractive to, like, a spread of women, even ones who don't. Like, it's not like just people in the office who know he's, like, nice at the copier or something. He just straight up, like, hits on people and gets laid. Like a, you know, like a Lothario. All those things put together, he's just like an impossible guy. Not to mention his own backstory within the show world is, like, contradicted about 1 billion times about, like, his parents, his interaction with them. Did he know his father? Did he not know his father? Did he think that his sister was his mother and that his aunt was his sister? Or whatever. It's complicated. Well, I got good news for you, Barles. We've been watching Seinfeld in place of The Office, so the 90s will be coming back in a big, big way. If I'm eating a Snickers with a fork and knife, you'll know, for sure. Alright, I like the challenge riftiness. Yeah, I feel like any distillery person would be a real pain to use the Hunter's Nade on. But I respect the effort, Swim. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it was a pain. Did it work, though? Do you now have it? Are you coiling? Are you recoiling? Yep. I mean, yeah, if I had to choose between the two, yeah, Seinfeld is... That team is just unbeatable. And it's one where I, like... Yeah. Dude, Banya? When Jerry finds out that Banya's dating the not protege, the mentor, that feeling where he's like, dude, this one, if you've never gone down this rabbit hole, Barles, I don't know exactly what it was called, but it shouldn't be too hard to Google. There's a Twitter account, it may still be active, but it was like Seinfeld but now, and they would tweet out these really in-depth, like, script outlines, and it was really good. But it, like, brought it up to, I guess I must have been doing this in 2016, 2017, but I was just, you know, it's one of those where you find something years after it's been going, so I'm just reading through all these tweets, but it's like, you know, it's good shit, kind of like in the little Seinfeld reunion they did on Curb, and they did a good plot, you know, where it's like George has an iPhone app, and it's silly stuff for the modern age, but these people were, like, knocking it out of the park 8 times out of 10 or something. It was crazy. Stompbox, what's up? New patch indeed. Paid DLC, Fatal Falls. It's good stuff so far. Let me charge my phone because it's a whole day of streaming and I don't want to... Oh my goodness. It is Zoom. Yeah, we're a cultist. Okay, sweetie. Okay, my sweet. Let's settle back down. Let's settle back down. I don't care about Porky Pack. Sorry, I hope you didn't think I was saying that to the tone to you. No, I do care about you. Reputation Porky Pack girly is what I was talking about. What do I want even? If you have... So, I think they have pushed hotfixes Zoom so that whether you're console, PC, whatever, you should be able to get it. I love anyone that has Jarmel in it. So yeah, if you have Fatal Falls, then just go to Concierge or Mama Tick as your boss fight, and one of your exits from after that fight will take you to Shrines. Fractured Shrines. Sorry, these new names haven't solidified yet, so I'm like having to draw them up each time. Fractured Shrines.
Oh, hello.
Mr. Polonsky. Time flies between last month and now, because I remember you saying almost 2 years. And holy smokes, now it's 2 years. Thank you very much for the resub. Okay. Okay. Okay, sweetie. Petra's settled. And now, Yeah, makes sense, Polonsky. Oh, nice zoom. That's such good progress, though. I feel like you're going to come out on top. Feeling refreshed. Do I want gastronomy? I don't want gastronomy, to be clear. I kind of want disengagement. I just want to protect. I want to protect the run. Yeah. Yeah. Nice, Polonsky. Well, I'm happy to be in the sidecar. I'm picturing one of those, like, actual motorcycle sidecars, which I don't think I've ever been in. There's probably stuff I did as a kid that I forget. I probably. 98% of everything I did as a kid, I'm sure I've forgotten. Alright, we got an oily, slow-ass sword, but it's doing good damage. Let's hope for another challenge rift. We don't have any guaranteed curses here. We do have a guaranteed food shop here. Oh, I was hoping we'd land just where we did. And we did. Alright, we do have random enemies now, but they've only been here for just 1 second. And if we play things right, we'll get to a food shop before long, where we can just buy cough syrup. This game is going to age so well, and as someone who plays just a bunch of these little indies and roguelikes of the past 5-6 years, I think it has to be Dead Cells still gets the award, even with the enemies we complain about, like Royal Guards. I think are objectively poorly designed mobs. I think skeletons are as well. The point is, even with those little quibbles, Dead Cells is just combat king. For this kind of 2D exciting gameplay, the idea that it can be so precise that, like, making the right decisions, you can just move through without getting hit. That's... People can and do move through a lot of games without getting hit. But with Dead Cells, it's far more natural, I feel like. Like, you're not necessarily having to game anything. Royal Guards I consider bad because they're a little like those bosses in games that just have too much. So they're going to come from off-screen entirely invulnerable. So they're an invincible enemy, often leading a pack, which means they're blocking all the damage that you would have done to the rest of the pack, and they're only in the castle, which means they're paired along with rampagers and a bunch of other nasty enemies. Thought I was going to beat that buzz cutter. Shows what I know. And then, even once you isolate a Royal Guard and you're chasing them down, that leap attack, there's kind of an issue with those Telluric Shock spikes that we get with Telluric Shock, but the Hand of the King has them, and the Royal Guard has them. So they're invulnerable half the time. Then they have a wonky collision box on their secondary attack, and they're so mobile that they're just sailing across everything that's there. And so, in a 5BC landscape where there's already such great enemy density, and, you know, the castle is nasty, they're just... It's the invulnerability part that really gets me. They'll just stop all damage and be like, haha. For the skeletons and these baby concierges, my gripe is just that those shockwaves travel so far, so fast, do so much damage, and they can't be blocked or parried or rolled through. So you just have to not be there for the shockwave. And that the things I'm saying about these enemies that I am less a fan of, everything else about everything else is so elegant. Where I was thinking about this the other day because I've been we've been giving feedback on Medievalian, and of course anytime we're playing a game we're like assessing all this stuff. How fair are the enemies and all that. Well, my advice would be to still not get hit by them, but manage them in a way that you feel less happy about because of the bad design. or the less good design as compared to the other enemies in the game. But yeah, in thinking about that, it brought me back, especially because we had this marathon on the docket coming up soon. I was like, dude, Dead Cells, how do you even make enemies that? Like, there's so many of them are combined into like a 5BC run. You're encountering so many enemies with so many different permutations. And 99% of the time, it's all fair interactions. Elite skills get a little wonky here and there, but like, it's just badass. It's crazy how they've done it. And on top of that, like, aside from like the beauty of the mechanics working well, there's just the aspect of, like, it's satisfying as hell. Like, who hasn't freaked out because they melted the boss that was giving them trouble for the first time in Dead Cells? That's always fun to do in games. But like the crit sounds and the way the health meter falls off in chunks and shit, all those subtleties. They're very nice. They make a thing that ends with, when you get killed by the enemies, you're like, God damn it. And then when you kill them, you're like, oh yeah. Which is, at least for my gameplay loop, that's what I seek out, is those feelings. Yeah, the enemies are, that's, unfortunately, that's the tricky spot of when they add new mobs that don't seem quite as good. It's because they're placed next to all these, you know, super badass dudes. I'm sorry, the new Malaise has really botched voice redemptions. Because I have to stop for the Malaise not to accrue. This Fartavian gold's burning a hole in my pocket. Like, that's literal. It's burning hot like some medieval smith was trying to smelt it. And incidentally, he then therefore would have dealt it. I actually don't even know where it came from, or what it is for, or even why it's called Fartavian. What even is this place? Who, what, why sensei? What? Lore reasons? Okay. Gotcha, bro, chacha. Gnarly. Gnarly. Sorry, Nick. I stumble if I get ambitious for the intonations before I've scanned ahead. It is. And I feel like, much like everything was Pulp Fiction, everything was Pulp Fiction for a while after Pulp Fiction, and everything was The Matrix for a little while after The Matrix. I think everything's going to be Dead Cells for a little while to come. Kill streak? Okay, we got it. Hey, Keanu Reeves didn't invent being from California, Pasky. Yeah, you got me there. Shit. That's a funny check. That's a funny checkmate, Mr. Stink. All right. Would have been funny if it were sack lunch, though. Speaking of Seinfeld, my wife and I were joking about how we wanted to. We were like, you know, if we could just find like a sack lunch quality movie tonight, we'd be pretty happy. Oh, I don't think so, man. A blowgun? I'll keep it in the backpack, but... Also, have I found my food shop yet? I don't even know. I don't know anything. No, not at all. I don't... I wasn't saying for that. 90% of the time, I'm just thinking out loud as I go. Because most of the time that's good, but I don't mean like, damn these redemptions. I mostly just mean back in the day for Dead Cells, we could kind of linger, and I had a pretty good set feel for, you know, how long we had before mobs would be trouble and stuff, but now, they got me looking at all times. I don't know what that little tune was. Hopefully not copyright protected. Alright, let's go find... First, let's check, make sure we don't have a curse chest. Goodness gracious. We need to load up our... malaise is gone, so that's cool beans. I've gotten worse about... ram ruining. Oh, look! More friends! Haha. Dude, the Iron Staff was a very cool first new item. And we did get 2 more blueprints on our venture through the Undying Shores. Not worth it to lower it during Concierge. I think we'll be okay with Concierge. I want to save as much money as possible because later on, get a guaranteed food shop in Fractured Shrines. Hell yeah, Stink. Let's go eat this queso. It's time for a big fight. Is there anything I need from my shop? No, this is all pretty fine, and this is all pretty... I've only fought the Scarecrow that one time. We put up a good fight, but they got us. I think I would like this gear. I certainly don't want an owl this time, just because I'm going to be taking hits. Yeah, because I'm an asshole, that's why. Hey, Scarecrow! Donkey, welcome back. We missed you. We're still talking about Dairy Queen and water aliens and... We saw the new boss for a second. It won. I think if we get there with full sips, I'll win though. Which is what I'm trying to do now. We got a lot of cells, we have 508. We're gonna syringe like a maniac through. Nice qual, yeah. Yeah, the Scarecrow boss seems very, very, very good. I got no complaints about that boss from what I can tell. This seems like it's gonna be, it's so design heavy. Okay, we have, oh no, 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 no! We got all these extra jumps. You bastard. He got me. Asshole. I'm the asshole, but I knew he was going to tag me. It was bound to happen. Yep. With those 2 extra jumps, we can just lie. It is quite a fun syringe. Next food choices. Oh, nice, Mertes. It's a fun one. It's pretty wacky. It's dangerous and tricky to use because of... So, like, there were a lot of moments there where if I hadn't had my 2 jumps, he would have, like, plonked me in the head, or his aura would have gotten me. Same with the other enemies. Once... You have to have a pretty good read on dancing between the enemies so that none of their aggros is reaching the apex and they're actually shooting, or like with Inquisitors, you're trying to dance to side, slashers are super fast. I wish they'd had a little more edutainment at the end of high school. I was just like, wait, so I have to wash my own dishes. I know that part. Where do they keep the laundry? Oh, young kosmender. Oh, young kosmender. So much to learn. Okay. That was pretty cool. Fractured shrines again. Oh shit. Donkey's gamified. I like it. Dude, Olive Garden breadsticks don't end. It's never-ending breadsticks. That's like, it's tortoises all the way down, but each of those tortoises has a Olive Garden breadstick in their mouth. All right, so we're gonna spin a little bit here, and then we're gonna get a curse that is gonna terrify me. Hopefully we'll clear our melee before... Oh, he almost got me! That new trap, I heard it activate. Oh. Ooh, frozen tiramisu. Sorry, I have sweat pouring out of all of me. That's our curse chest. Shall we? We shall. This curse scares me, man. We'll sip if we have to. I'm so torn about what to do. Method-wise, I'm gonna stay pretty stationary. The traps concern me less than the mobs, but I have to be ready to move to adjust to the mobs. And I don't see the traps naturally yet, so they're still... Oh god! No! No! Sorry for being so loud, Gertie. Sorry for being so loud, chat. Now we're staying spun up for the rest of us. Kill it. Shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot me, Inquisitor. Rock me, Amadeus. One more. Hit me. Ah! Good call, Qual. Turrets do not... Okay, now let's ruin the rest of their day in here. I'm glad we made it through that curse. They really have. The music is spectacular. It is Altos, yeah. Scary curses. It's going to be scarier when we finally try to do a curse sword run through this path. This time I won't wait like more than a year. It took me forever to do Bad Seed path. Is it an in-house composer just for Dead Cells? Or, yeah, like, is it a Motion Twin Evil Empire? Dude, this Valmont's whip is amazing. Okay. Hey, an outfit. The lizard outfit. Oh, I would feel great about anybody they want to add to this map. Oh, yeah. Is that our kill streak? Not quite. That is, though. Thank you. Johan Lowland. Not Water Aliens. Water Aliens didn't write the soundtrack. Johan Lowland did. What's up, Black Octopus? How's it going? Oh, Valmont, that really is. That's like lore reasons upon lore reasons. It is so fun to use. Oh, shit. That's bound to happen at some point. Get off me, lizard man. Let's clear this malaise. Nice. It's a worse syringe. Valmont's drops from, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Victor Nelly, how you doing? Happy 24-hour to you. We saw our first boss, our new boss, for the first time. Haven't killed him yet, but that's coming this time. Disgusting worm, Valmont's whip. Look at those plants. I like them. I noped out of it. Can we parry these? We can. Enjoy that bleed. Oh, I keep noping out of my own bin, which is not what I'm trying to do. Not by any means. Yes, the disgusting worms happen in toxic sewers, ancient sewers. Goodness, I think they're native to Slumbering Sanctuary. The malaise has made me worse about remembering. Yeah, that is a big smack. Also, I like that it's going to open for us each time. That's pretty cool. Wait. Are they not natively in the graveyard? I want to say disgusting worms are in the graveyard, but I do a bad job of remembering this kind of stuff once they change it. It does stay open now. Okay. I guess this new malaise has just thrown me awry. That's okay. We still got 350 cells, which is plenty. Correct. Yeah, you don't have to just be the cultist. That would be tricky. I'm happy we're wearing it this time, because I suspect we're going to kill the Scarecrow just from pure damage output, even if I don't learn anything. Oh god. No thanks. Quad damage. Another time, perhaps. Let's clear this malaise if we can. Yeah, nothing could go wrong. Yeah, it's not just applying poison to the target. It is... it's causing the poison cloud, which is even better because it gets to other people quickly, spreads. Yeah, it looks really nice. I am Mertes. I suspect we will be going there more often than not. Alright, so one way I can tell I'm already gonna mess with lizardmen is kind of the inverse of ground shakers. Ground shakers I like to draw out the melee and then attack them from afar once I've secured that they're only gonna do their melee attack. I think for those war javelin guys, I would like to have them throw their, like, get geared up to throw their javelin and then move in close. A letter. I was hoping your people could help me, but they don't recognize me anymore. The apostate's hideout isn't far, but I don't know what kind of welcome they reserve for strangers in need of help these days. Sir, Parasakama. Nice, Quantum. Well, I will be interested to see the results of your science. Yeah, there's still such... Oh, okay, secret. We gotta clear the malaise before we do this. There is an invisible path. Where the hell? Let's go spin down this way, and if we clear the malaise, then we'll find what's at the end of that secret passage. Haha! There we go. And better amulet. Woo! Asshole. Oh, that reminds me of Ryan's secrets. Our occultist who perished nobly. Against the Countess. Or Ryan's secrets. Or no, he might have been just one of the Darkest Dungeon 3. It's sad that we've had so many tragedies in Darkest Dungeon that they're blending together for me. What's up, Shadow? Enjoying it so far. Angling to get our first Scarecrow kill just now. On this very run. Or Ryan's secrets. That's alright. His memory lives on in the Donkey Court Memorial Gully Estate. As do the memories of all our fallen heroes. Yup. Yeah, everyone just had a heart attack, like, instantaneously. God, that was terrible. Ryan Secretes. No, that's just the name of my fan fiction about Jack Ryan. John Krasinski sent me a cease and desist. And I was like, this all fits in, though. Cysts ooze and you secrete. Come on, man. He didn't find it amusing. Oh, yeah, Domi. Yeah, no, Medivalian will be around. Both because I've got like a thing with them where they've hired me on to be kind of a freelance feedback person along with some other streamers, and because I legitimately like it, so. We did the... Actually, that's a good point. Medivalian, we finished the pre-beta. And that's the most recent YouTube video. Finished uploading just before we started the marathon, which was almost 8 hours ago now. But yeah, so the whole pre-beta bit here is here. Yeah, a lot of good mechanics going on there. Nice. If the gamepad can fully twin stick, that's going to be my jam. Ryan Secrets Donkey unfortunately died in... We had 2 party wipes on the 3rd of 4 Darkest Dungeon segments. And... Oh. Yeah, Ryan Secrets went down. There was one where everybody just had heart attacks, like popcorn. It was crazy. Okay. That'll definitely improve things. I may stick to mouse and keyboard in the meantime. Donkey's little secret is that he never liked Ryan Secrets. That's okay. We can't all be friends. Also, if y'all are interested in checking out Medivalian, it's in closed beta, pre-beta right now. February 11th, it'll enter early access on Steam. We've played about 10 hours of it on stream now, enough to beat what's there. It's been a ton of fun. They're gonna have to add a lot more to the game, but this is like all part of the process. They're intentionally hoping to like build as they get feedback from the streamers, including us, and then, you know, everybody's got their little resident scientists in chat, and with the combined power of everybody, they're hoping to make like a badass roguelike. And they're on the right track, I think. And one of the devs who was in chat actually pointed out, they're like, I bet you could see some of the Dead Cells influence, right? Since you play that. I was like, yeah. Just little subtleties about, you know, mechanics here and there, the way the mobs work. Alright, this is the Undying Shores. Thankfully no guaranteed curses here, although I suspect we probably have a chance for one. As we always do. Looks like these fellows aren't going to teleport to me. Yeah, and like the parts that... So I can say, like, within my first few hours of playing, there was one mob in particular where I was like, huh, the telegraph for this feels wrong. And that was the kind of thing where I was like, I hope you know, I haven't ever done this before where we're asked to give feedback specifically. And so the dev was in there, and I mentioned it, and it was one of the, like, he just checked the code, was like, oh yeah, there's something screwed up with the sound on the telegraph. I'll fix it. Snake Fangs blueprint. Hell yeah. And now it's fixed. So that kind of experience is totally new to me and exciting. Like, can you imagine, you know, not everything will be that quick of a turnaround, and, you know, they may not agree with all the feedback that we give, but that's a good spot to be in. Oh, little Pollyanna Shore. Yeah. From the good spaceship Lollipop. Cool, Hyper. Not garbage ever, ever. Love you, Hyper. It's always good to see you. If y'all don't know Hyper, this is a good opportunity to follow him and watch him. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. What's in here? So we've been in here before. I can't remember what was up here, just lore? Yeah. Seems oddly familiar. And sorry I made your shout out so long, Hyper. Wall of text. Internet won't read it. For this one, Donkey, it's so we picked up and unlocked one weapon, the Iron Staff. Now we've got fangs, a cocoon, and lightning rods as what I suspect are either skills or weapons. So I think they've added a fair amount. It seems similar in scope, from what I can tell. I haven't listed any or like seen any numbers about like, oh, you know, how many gear bits in this new patch, but it seems like it's going to be on par with Bad Seed. Alright, big guy. Stop calling people in. No crashes this time. I definitely like that. That's a good question. I think the purple orbs, they're definitely related to these necromancer guys in the big cloaks. And the necromancer guys, I think the orbs represent enemies I've killed. And if I leave those orbs too long, or basically if I leave the cloak guys up too long, they will start resurrecting people from those orbs. I don't know if that's exactly how it works or not. I'm also not seeing these zombies have a lot of different skills. One had a shovel, one had a bow. But I'm not totally sure yet on the interaction between all these dudes. I'm getting a feel for them, but... Oh, we didn't check out the secrets in the... Well, we'll be back many times, but... In the shrines. I forgot to check the secret invisible path. I got too excited about being in good shape. Okay, so yeah, it looks like he just shot one of those orbs. Oh, nice. That's good. They are cold-blooded guardian. I really like the look of this place. It reminds me of like if Corrupted Prison and the Cavern had a baby. And then it also has a fair amount of that like weird cyberpunk human tech. But it's a nice mashup of the feel of the other world areas, I'd say. Does it feel wrong to you? Because it feels right to me to do this. Ow. I think that lightning he does is just resurrective and not damaging. It seems like I can touch it. Hey, Malaise is cleared. That's gorgeous. We have a Guardian Scroll up there, we'll go nab. Oh, we're down here creeping around together? That's cool. Oh my god, let me do the roll! Where'd he go? Where are you, big fella? I don't know where you are, man. Oh, you're just still in your hole. Okay. Well, come out and play. Or don't come out and play. I'll hunt you like a weasel in a hole. If you really want to. Yeah. They've got, I mean, if you just had to, like, fan through concept art of the different world areas, now there'd be a really varied spread with a lot of pretty shit, a lot of dark shit. Everything's a little morose, but yeah. You say that like it's an oddity. I'm always creeping around. The apostates didn't fare any better than the rest of us. Moments of consciousness are becoming rarer and shorter. I won't make it. Maybe I'll find a decent place to rest. I get the impression the Scarecrow wasn't so bad before it became overcome with nasty malaise. Alright, I need to check this amulet. Also, I never opened this door because I'm a goober. The enemy spread, bottom right of the fractured shrine. I did finally find an invisible walkway. I just forgot to go back to it. So we had the I like landed on a first invisible walkway and didn't. I backtracked to finish our malaise. We cleared the malaise. I forgot to go back and inspect it, but we'll inspect it on the next one. Okay, I had to be really careful getting down here because there are like not kill, but there are dissuade you from just flying across the map falls, and they don't look too different yet to me. It just looks like water, wet floor. Alright, ladies and germs, it's round 2 against the Scarecrow, and spoiler alert, you better bring a goddamn army this time, because we have all of our sips. Yeah. Here we go! Let's do it. Snake bangs! If we successfully complete this run, all the way through the blue boy, I think we will drop to 4 real quick to unlock our snake things, lightning rods, cocoon, blueprints we picked up. There's an outfit, but less worried about that, but we would still unlock it. Okay. Vengeance? The problem is, yeah, so we're gonna do... Poor Scarecrow. Thing is, we also have, with the syringe, we also have even more vertical mobility. Anyway. We'll see. If she just, like, one-shots me, I'll cry. Sarah Jessica Parkour. That was 2 streams ago, 2 24-hour streams ago, I think. Oh shit, that launched the hell out. That's how, that was like different than last time, I think. Alright, got some real slasher and timekeeper vibes there. Okay, so it's gonna explode now. Oh! That's right. I didn't even want to sip on you because I don't respect you. Watering time! Cheers to that. We actually did. I was afraid we wouldn't really learn too much from the fight using the syringe, but I kind of did.
Every little bit counts.
We just need to damage those little ones in the middle. Thank you, Stink. Green tomato, thank you. Scarecrow's sickles, I can only imagine those are going to be sick. Hell yeah. Well, we're 1-1 with that fine friend. And let's use the flawless. I like this Valmont. Ah, it's legendary. I can't not use it. Alright, we're going to manipulate our money in an interesting way that I don't often do these days. This place just looks great, though. It's even better with the death. Let's look what it looks like with the magic. Yeah, right? Let's lower that opacity a little bit.